Good morning and welcome once again to the Principal's Office at the Wellington Academy, Khail. Very glad to be talking to you again at the end of a very busy week here. Now, if you know anything about our school, you might be expecting me to talk to you at great length about Beauty and the Beast, which has been really the central thing that's been happening this week. But I'm not going to do that because it isn't finished. So I'm a little bit superstitious about saying how great something is when it isn't quite over yet. So all I will say is thank you for supporting it. Thank you for all your positive feedback. And I'm really looking forward to seeing it tonight. And I'm going to do a Beauty and the Beast special early next week to really talk about the whole thing and what it means for the school and why I think it's so important. So come back to that next week. I would like to announce something which I hope will be of interest to you, which are two new appointments which I've made this week. I've appointed two new assistant principals to the primary department, so Mr. Ben Cooper and Mrs. Paula Finn, two members of staff that you know very well. They'll be joining the school leadership team next year, and you know very well their experience. They know the school very well, and they're very highly respected within the school. Mrs. Finn will be in charge of Key Stage 1 and Mr. Cooper will be in charge of Key Stage 2 next year. So I hope you'll wish them well when you see them around the school when you come in. I've also almost finished our appointments for next year. We've got one or two little things to tidy up in the next few days, but we're pretty well finished our appointment process for this year, and I'm very confident that we're going to have a very, very strong group of teachers in the school next year who will really be able to take the school on. And I'm still confident that about 90% of our teaching staff next year will be teachers who are already in the school. So it'll be great for our parents to come in and see faces that they recognise and staff that they know, like and respect. I'd like to just thank the Parent Council, who I've had 2 or 3 meetings with, both formal and informal, in the last few weeks. I think it's been a great development for the school. They've been a great source of support to me and information, and I've been able to pass some things on to them, which I hope they've been able to get into the wider community. Do remember that our Parent Council members have a red lanyard, so you can identify them very easily. If you've got questions, if you've got little points of concern that you don't really want to bring to me, but you perhaps just want to raise, then do talk to them. They're around the school a lot, and I know they're very happy to hear your views. Now, talking of hearing your views, as you may know, if you're a parent who's been with GEMS for a while, every year GEMS carries out a survey. They survey parents, they survey students, and they survey staff, because they're very interested in knowing what you like about the school and the things which you think maybe we could do better. And those surveys will be coming out in the next couple of weeks, and I would encourage you please to complete those surveys honestly and send them in so that we get some really good feedback to help school development. You may also remember that we had in early February some Parents as Partners meetings where you were able to meet senior members of the GEMS Corporation senior management team who came to listen to your views. They'd like to hold another one of those meetings in 2 or 3 weeks' time to find out whether you feel that the changes that you wanted to see have either taken place or are clearly taking place. That meeting will be on the 9th of May, so if you can put that in your diary if you'd like to come along. I will be sending out more detail within the next few days. Now, one of the issues that came up was about communication, and I'm going to be talking about that particularly to the Parent Council at our next formal meeting. So if you've got views about that, please do pass them on. One of the things we'd like to do, because we know that sometimes you get a lot of things by email, a lot of written communication, and it can be quite difficult to wade through a lot of written things to try and find out the information that you want. So we are looking at introducing an app fairly shortly, which will make that communication simpler. But we're also looking at introducing a series of videos, which we're going to call Wellington Way videos, little 5-minute videos which explain maybe how we do something or why we do something or what something is. So if you've got any ideas about Wellington Way videos that you'd like to see, is there an aspect of school life that you're perhaps a bit confused about, not sure about? Do you want some advice, for example, on how to support your child in reading in foundation stage? Or do you want to understand better how we assess maths in primary? So if there are things that you perhaps are unsure about, would like to know about, please let me know or let Francis, our PRE, know, and we'll try and produce a 5-minute video which we'll put on our YouTube channel so that you can get an easy and very accessible way of finding out that information for you. So that's more or less it from me this week. We've had a very busy week, lots of sport going on, swimming galas, and some of the children have been involved in just about everything, are coming to the end of a very tiring week for them and for our teachers, but a very rewarding week. So the 3-day holiday which we're about to have will come as a very welcome break to them, and I expect to many of our children, to our parents as well. So I hope you've had a great week. Do enjoy the next 3 days and look out for my special Beauty and the Beast vlog early next week. Thank you.